Hello and welcome back to an academy. So let's get NEET PG. Myself, Dr. Muskan Chaudhary, and we'll discuss about today general bacteriology and the PYQs that has been asked previously in the examination. So let's get NEET PG. Uh, with an academy, you can have the assess both with the live and the recorded sessions, and soon you will be able to assess all our recorded classes anytime and anywhere, and learn from the India's topmost educators. So, learning from the topmost India's educators for any medical examination, be it NEET UG or the NEET PG, and compete in the live TNDs and test preparation with the highly competitive quizzes, study on the device anywhere and everywhere, and assess up to 25,000 of the MCQs and around 50 to 100 MCQs we need to do for everyday practice just to keep ourselves in the practice with the topic. And we have bulk of 25,000 of the MCQs printed and digital notes will be provided. In Icon subscriptions, An Academy and Prep has come together. Prep Letter, the clinical, this revision snapshots are very helpful and are very beneficial for the students who want to revise the topics just before the examination with video lectures. Q Bank's Rapid Revision Snapshot and the 2021 Dream Notes with well-structured live batch. Recorded classes, Q banks of 25,000 MCQs and the competitive TNDs and the this comprehensive and digital notes. In the NEET PG for the 12 years, it will account up to 1,500 per month for 24 months and around 36,000. And for NEET PG Iconic, it will be around 2,438, that for 58,500. And please do use my code, that is Muskan 10, to get 10% of the discount. Raise a hand features where the educator and the students can engage into one-on-one interaction, and educators can drive engagement within the live quiz and the doubt solving, and personalized and highly interactive live classes for the education and the for the educators and the learners. With 25,000 MCQs based on the latest examination pattern and detailed explanations. All right. Special class features include interactive live classes, raise a hand feature. You can do the polling for the learners. That you can do the polling with the live classes, and you get the notification before the start of any class and lecture notes that to anywhere specifically for students who are doing the JR-ship and they found it difficult to keep in touch with the live sessions every day. 24 months you get 4 months subscription totally free, and for 12 months you get 2 months totally free. All right, so we'll just discuss about the question answers first, and because we discussed the general biology in brief in yesterday's session on the YouTube, so we'll directly come to the question answers. We'll directly come to the question answers. So coming to the first question, which of the following is example of the yeah, hi, and welcome to my session. So today we are going to discuss about the PYQs about general biology. The theory part has been discussed already on the YouTube session, so it will be simple 50 minutes session of the PYQs only. Okay, so starting with the first question, which of the following is an RNA oncogenic virus? Which of the following is an RNA oncogenic virus? All right. So the options are retroviruses, reovirus, coronavirus, or the robovirus. Now, which of the following is an RNA? Which of the following is an RNA oncogenic viruses? So, when we talk about the RNA viruses, we remember the examples of the DNA viruses. That DNA is happy. This is how we remember the DNA viruses example. That is a herpes virus, hepatitis virus, and the adenovirus, and the papilloma virus, polyoma virus, pox virus. They all were the examples of the DNA virus. Now, when we come to these examples, we in the RNA oncogenic in the RNA viruses, we need to remember the oncogenic virus, that is specifically two. One is what? One is what? Retrovirus. That is what we are talking about. We are talking about the HTLV, HIV 1 and 2, and what? HCV. And what? HCV. ठीक है. So which are the following example of the RNA oncogenic virus? That is what? Retrovirus. Now coming to the next question. Virus quantification is done by the egg inoculation, heme absorption, plaque assay, or the electron microscopy. Sorry, just a second. ठीक है. Virus quantification. Now virus quantification is done by the plaque assay, and the next is what one? Plaque assay and the POC assay. Plaque assay and the POC assay. When we read about the general bacteriology, we remember that the virus quantification is done by the plaque assay and the POC assay. Now, very easy one: brick shaped virus, chickenpox, smallpox, CMV, or the EBV or the EBV. So easy one, brick shaped virus. Easy one, brick shaped virus कैसे याद किया था? Pox is out of box. Pox is out of box. This is how we remembered the pox virus. That pox, the shape is what? The brick shaped and the dumbbell shaped nucleus. And what it is having? What? Dumbbell shaped nucleus. Okay. And what is the pox virus? Is what? The largest virus. Pox virus is what? The largest virus. And since it is largest virus, the typical shape is not icosahedral, it is complex. Since it is largest, like other DNA viruses, it will not replicate in the nucleus. It will replicate in the cytoplasma. So what is the brick shaped viruses? The smallpox viruses are what? The brick shaped viruses. ठीक है. Smallpox viruses, they are what? The brick shaped viruses. इसके अलावा what else we needed to remember? Rabies का shape कैसा था? That is what? Bullet shaped. Pox is out of box, we already remembered. Now another is the tobacco mosaic virus. What was the shape? It was rod shape. और इसके अलावा what else we needed to remember? Adenovirus. ठीक है. Adenovirus, that is what? Satellite shaped virus. ठीक है. Satellite shaped virus. Now coming to the next one, a non-enveloped single stranded RNA virus is what? Picorna pox retro or Bunia virus. So easy one. non-enveloped RNA viruses. That is how we remembered non-enveloped RNA viruses. Why there's so much of? Just a second. ठीक है, non-enveloped viruses, that is CPR is non-enveloped. CPR is non-enveloped. ठीक है, that is CPR. That C stands for calcivirus, P for picornavirus, and R for reovirus. ठीक है, so picornavirus example of the non-enveloped RNA viruses. Non-enveloped RNA virus. Now, suckling mice is used for the isolation of the Coxsackie virus, herpes virus, pox virus, or the adenovirus. Suckling mice is used for the isolation of what? So easy one. We remember directly that suckling mice is used for the isolation of the Coxsackie virus and what else? Arbovirus. Okay. Now coming to next one, coming to the next question, that human fibroblast cell line is used for the cultivation of the adenovirus, polio, CMV, or the measles. These are the direct questions, so I can't help much because these are directly memory based questions, and the theory part has been covered lately in the last session only. The mnemonics also we covered for the DNA, RNA, envelope, non-envelope, segmented as well. So please visit again the video if you have not covered that, because we just I just completely want to do the PYQs in this session. So what is the question? Human fibroblast cell is used for the cultivation of the CMV, is used for the cultivation of the cytomegalovirus cells. Now, both intranuclear and intracytoplasmic inclusions is seen in pox virus, herpes virus, measles, or the mumps virus. Important question. This is important one because there are two examples that are having both the intranuclear and intracytoplasmic inclusion bodies. And what is that? There are two examples where we are having the intranuclear as well as intracytoplasmic inclusion bodies. That is, one is CMV and another is measles. Another one is what? Measles. So we need to remember both, that one is CMV, another one is measles. दोनों में ही दो तरह के inclusion bodies, that is a CMV, that is intranuclear, and the intracytoplasmic. And the CMV, the name itself, cytomegalovirus, we are having the owl's eye appearance inclusion body, owl's eye appearance inclusion body. All right. Now, true about the interferons is that it is host protein, viral protein, or the inactivated by the nucleus, or virus specific. ठीक है. So true about the interferon. Now there are certain points about the interferons that they are what host proteins. ठीक है, they are what host proteins and they are not viral proteins. They are inactivated by, they are, since they are proteins, they are inactivated by protease enzymes and they are resistant to nuclease and lysozymes. ठीक है, since they are proteins so they are inactivated by the protease and they are no virus specific. Was interferons, they are not just released against the virus as well as other cells as well, so they are not viral specific. So they are host proteins and they are resistant to nuclease and they are sensitive to the matter, they are inactivated by the protease, they are inactivated by the protease. They are resistant to the nuclease and the lipase. Now moving next, which of the following is what primary, which of the following is the primary cell line? That is a chick embryo fibroblast, HeLa cell line, Vero cell line, and WI 38. So, which of the following is primary cell line? Now, primary cell lines, they are what? They are directly taken down. They are directly taken down for the animal or the human tissue, animal or the human tissues, and placed into the artificial media in presence of the nutrition to help them grow. Okay, and examples include the chick embryo fibroblast. Examples include the chick embryo, fibroblast, and what else? Rhesus kidney cell lines and human amniotic human amniotic cell line. Okay. So, which of the following is the primary cell line? One is the chick embryo fibroblast, another one is rhesus kidney cell line, and the human amniotic cell line. Now, coming to the next question, the live attenuated vaccines are the measles, rabies, oral polio vaccine, yellow fever, or the influenza. Now, live attenuated vaccines. Now coming to the examples, the live attenuated vaccine. Now measles, rabies, oral polio, yellow fever, and the influenza. But what is the attenuated vaccine type? Okay, that is both neural and the non-neural vaccine of the rabies. Both neural and the non-neural vaccine of the rabies. They are what? Live attenuated. Now, continuous cell line for the virus is not present for continuous cell line for virus is not present for the Vero cell line, Hep2 cell line, WI38 cell line, or the HeLa cell line, or the HeLa cell line. Now, continuous cell line. What is the meaning of the continuous cell line? That the cell that is been isolated is continuously propagated for the inoculation of the virus, and viro cell lines, hapto cell line, HeLa cell line, they are examples of the continuous cell line. But what is not is what the option number C, and this is nothing but human embryonic lung cell strain cell lines, which is not continuous cell line. It is what secondary cell line. It is what secondary cell line. Now, viral inclusion bodies are all except the Samoma bodies, molluscum bodies, Negri or the Bollinger. So easy one, viral inclusion bodies. When we read about the inclusion bodies, we had a list of intracytoplasmic as well as intranuclear intranuclear inclusion bodies. ठीक है. Now, molluscum contagiosum has the molluscum bodies. Negri bodies are present where in the rabies, and Bollinger bodies are present in the fowl pox. That's these are what these both are the intracytoplasmic inclusion bodies. ठीक है. Now, Sama bodies, they are not the inclusion bodies. They are lamellated. They are lamellated calcified structures. They are nothing but they are calcified structures, and where they are they are found in the meningioma. They are found in the meningioma and the serous cyst adenocarcinoma of the ovary, and the serous cyst carcinoma of the ovary, and in where else in the papillary carcinoma of the thyroid. ठीक है, papillary thyroid carcinoma. So there we found what laminated calcified structures, and they are not the inclusion bodies. The rest are the examples of the inclusion bodies. So what is the answer? It is the Samoma bodies. Now coming to the next is what the viral infection that is least transmitted transplacentally is hepatitis B, rubella, herpes, or the HIV. What is the example viral infection that is least transmitted? So, equally answered, every option is a confusion in this one because they all are transmitted. They all are transmitted transplacentally. Okay, they all have the transplacental transmission. Okay, now we'll come to each of the options. Now, one thing remember that rubella and HSV, herpes simplex virus, they have very high risk of vertical transmission. ठीक है, transplacental transmission is very high for the rubella and the HSV. Then we have the HIV. HIV has a transmission of around 30 to 40% to the fetus. ठीक है, and then we come to hepatitis B. Hepatitis B is also transplacental transferred. लेकिन जब अपन चार options में देखते then we have to pick the least that is transferred transplacentally. ठीक है, that is having the vertical mode of least transmission, and this is what hepatitis B. That is what hepatitis B, and rubella has the maximum. Rubella has the maximum chance of the transmission, specifically in the first 3 months. Therefore, the organ dysfunction is maximum for the rubella क्योंकि organs अपने शुरू के 3 महीने में बन जाते हैं, and organ malformations and the dysfunctions are maximum for the rubella, and the rubella has the maximum chance of the teratogenicity. ठीक है, that is what rubella. Now coming to the next question, that latency seen in the viral infections HSV2, CMV, rotavirus, HIV, or the EBV. More than one options are correct in this case PGI question. So you can just comment down in the comment section and let me know the answer. So polling is not possible, more than one options are true in this case. So what is the answer? What is the answer? All are examples of the latent viral infection. All are examples of the latent viral infection except rotavirus, Now herpes simplex. Everyone knows that herpes simplex has a property of the persistent. ठीक है, persistent, that is a latent infection and it is example of the latent infection. It is an example of the latent infection. ठीक है. Now, HSV, cytomegalovirus, HIV, as well as the EBV. Now, when we classify the virus, when we have one category, that is what persistent infection. ठीक है. We have one category, that is what persistent infection. There is no audio. Actually, Rajasthan में आज नेट बंद था because of the RAS examination. यहाँ पे RAS का पेपर था, so there's a little buffering in the net. So I guess is it fine now? I have reconnected the Wi-Fi. ठीक है, चलो. Now coming to the next question, which of the following is not an RNA virus? That is Ebola virus, Simian 40 rabies, or the vesicular stomatitis virus. ठीक है. So which of the following is not an RNA virus? So this is hard question one. This is hard one, and this is again a question that has been asked. Which of the following is not an RNA viruses? Now this is has been asked in the AIMS, which is asked in the AIMS. Now we know that the rabies virus is an example of the RNA virus. Now what is Simian 40? Simian 40 is actually this is a RNA. This is actually a DNA virus. This is an oncogenic DNA virus. Okay. So remember that Simian 40 is an oncogenic DNA virus. Apart from the vesicular stomatitis, this belongs to the family Rhabdoviridae. ठीक है, and what RNA virus. And the next is the Ebola, that is also an RNA virus. Now coming to the next question, viruses can be isolated from the clinical samples by the cultivation the following except the tissue culture, embryonic eggs, or the animals, or the chemically defined media. Easy one. If you know the basic of the viruses, that I'll tell you later. First, let me know the answer. ठीक है, viruses can be isolated from clinical samples by cultivation the following except if we know, if we have read you have read the journal bacteriology की virus क्या होते हैं, virus actually host dependent होते हैं, ठीक है, उनकी अपनी लाइफ साइकिल होती नहीं है जब तक उनके पास होस्ट ना हो, ठीक है, अगर उनके पास होस्ट ही नहीं हुआ, उनके पास सेल ही नहीं हुआ, सो दे वॉन्ट बी एबल टू कल्टिवेट और एबल टू मल्टीप्लाई, ठीक है। अब if you see tissue culture, we are using the cells. In the amniotic eggs, we are using the cells. In the animals, we are using the animal. So cell inoculation के बिना the virus is unable to complete its life cycle. It needs a host for its metabolic process क्योंकि उसके पास ना ही तो न्यूक्लिक एसिड होता है, कुछ भी नहीं होता है, राइबोसोम तक नहीं होता, therefore it needs the host cells metabolism for itself. And chemical defined media only cannot help to grow the virus क्योंकि उसको एक living cell चाहिए for itself to grow, ठीक है। So chemically defined media alone is not sufficient for the virus cultivation. All right, now coming to the next one. Laboratory diagnosis of the viral respiratory tract infection can be established by all of the following tests except detection of the virus specific IgM antibodies in a single serum specimen, or the demonstration of the viral antigens by the indirect immunofluorescence assay in the nasopharyngeal washing, or the isolation of the virus using the centrifugation enhanced culture, or the detection of the viral heme agglutination inhibition antibodies in a single serum specimen. So what is the answer? Key laboratory diagnosis of the viral respiratory infection can be established by all of the following tests except. Now, when we talk about the viral respiratory tract infection, the serological test that we use to demonstrate the respiratory tract infection virus, that includes the ELISA, CFT, heme agglutination test, and what else we use? The neutralization test. What else we use? Neutralization test. And demonstration of rise in the titer between the acute and the convalescent is more meaningful titer than the single specific test like IgM and ELISA. Now all the options are true in this case, that detection of the virus specific IgM antibodies in the single serum specimen can help us diagnose. Demonstration of the viral antigens by the IFA assay in the nasopharyngeal washing, and the isolation of the virus using the centrifugation enhanced culture. But detection of the viral heme agglutination inhibiting antibodies in a single serum specimen is not helpful in the diagnosis of the respiratory tract infection. Now choose the correct one. Choose the correct match, that is mumps, that is the RA273 strain. This is also again important, amongst the important question one. Rubella, we use the Gerald stain. Measles, we use the Edmonston Zagreb stain or the BCG Danish 1331 stain. We have to choose the true correct one. So in this case, two options, more than one options are correct. So please type in the comment box that which of the following is the correct match. So choose the correct match. Now measles, what WHO has recommended the Edmonston Zagreb strain for measles, and BCG is for the Danish 1331 strain. Now for the mumps, which strain we have? For the mumps we have Jarrell Lynn strain, and for the rubella, we have what? RA27 by 3. Rubella R say R, we have the RA27 strain. And remember, Jarrell mumps, let's pronounce it that way ki Jerry mumps, Lynn strain. Measles, we have Edmonston Zagreb strain, and the BCG very famous strain, that is CK bud D, that is Danish 1331 strain. All the strain names are important and they are direct question as well. Now coming to the next question, ki vaccine preparation requires which virus as a vector? Rhinovirus, vaccinia, adenovirus, Ebola, or the hepatitis B virus? It's again a PGI question, so more than two options are correct in this case. So you can just comment in the comment section. So vaccine preparation requires which virus as vectors? We have four virus as the vectors for the vaccine preparation. एक तो अपने पास vaccinia है, and इसके अलावा we are having the adenovirus, and we are having the pox virus as the vaccine vector. And what else? What else? We also have the retrovirus. ठीक है, we also have the retrovirus. So we have total four virus as the vector for the vaccine preparation. That is, one is adenovirus, vaccinia virus, pox virus, and the retrovirus. ठीक है, retrovirus. Now coming to the next question, vaccine prepared by the embryonic hen's egg are the measles, rabies, rubella, or the varicella? Now the vaccines that are prepared by the emanated hen's egg are, they are what? They are influenza, they are rabies, yellow fever, and what else? Mumps. Yellow fever, mumps, rabies, and influenza. Now moving next. Not true about the viral antibodies formed before interferons or formed against viral antigens or formed against nucleoprotein. So which is not true about the viral antibodies? इजी वन। ना जब भी कोई वायरस का इन्फेक्शन होता है एनी इन एनी वाइल्ड इन्फेक्शन, सबसे पहले इंटरफेरोन्स बनता है बिकॉज इट टेक्स ओनली 1 hour फॉर द इंटरफेरोन्स फॉर्मेशन। उसके बाद वाइल्ड एंटीबॉडीज टेक सेवरल डेज टू फॉर्म, दैट इज अराउंड 6 to 8 days. So remember, interferons reaction is very quick compared to the wild antibodies, and the wild antibodies are not just formed against the surface antigens, but they are also formed against the nucleoproteins. So they are formed after the interferons. The first, the interferons will be formed. Now, both DNA and the RNA viruses. Now, both DNA and the RNA are found in the bacteria, prions, viroid, or the plasmid, So easy one, both DNA and the RNA are found in. जब हमने difference पढ़ा था in difference between the virus and the bacteria, virus and the bacteria, सबसे पहला point ये था कि viruses either have the DNA or have the RNA, but they do not have both. But bacteria have both. Prions, they do not have any nucleic acid. Even they are the smallest pathogens that doesn't have the nucleic acid are the prions, and the viriod are the typical form of the virus, and they are also, since they are also virus form, so they doesn't have both, that is RNA or the DNA. And plasmid, it's extra chromosomal material itself, and it having its own genetic material. Now coming to the next one. Now, coming to the next question, that all of the following vaccines are developed from the amniotic egg except that is influenza, hepatitis A, or the yellow fever, or the rabies, or the CMV. It's again a PGI question, so more than one option is correct for this one. Just comment in the comment section. Now, in embryonated egg, the vaccines that we prepared by the embryonated egg, we read about the three vaccines that we prepared. One is the influenza, rabies, that is the flurry vaccine we are talking about, rabies, flurry vaccine we are talking about, and yellow fever, that is influenza, yellow fever, and the rabies we get from the embryonated egg inoculation. And where is the vaccine production? That is in the allantoic cavity. ठीक है, allantoic cavity. The three basic vaccines, that is influenza, yellow fever, and the rabies. ठीक है, what else is not? That is the hepatitis A and the CMV. Hepatitis A and the CMV. So this was it about the today's session, जो कि छोटा सा था, and it was clearly PYQs based session. So thank you for the today's session. It was short and the crisp session about the general biology. Now in the on November we'll start the revision marathon for the INICT for the microbiology. So do not miss that, because all the high yield points will be covered in that. And we also do again the PYQs again for the same topics that we will cover, and the important PYQs that we need to do. Okay. And thank you for the today's session. Do like, share, and subscribe on the Unacademy channel, as well as follow me on the Unacademy channel and the Unacademy app. Okay, and just be safe at your home and prepare well. Examination on the 14th of November, examination is over the head, so just don't take tension and do well in the examination, and do your best right now. ठीक है, कुछ दिन बच्चे हैं, just study well and don't worry, everything will fall into the place eventually. ठीक है, हैव पेशेंस, दिस इज द मैटर्स द मोस्ट बिफोर एग्जामिनेशन. आता सब है, बट इफ यू डोंट हैव पेशेंस you will just panic out. You will even you will lose out the time that you're having right now. So thank you, and please use my code, that is Muskan10, to get 10% of the discount. So I'll see you at the 10 on the YouTube session that we will be talking about the herpes virus and the other DNA viruses on the YouTube session. So see you at 10 p.m. All right, so take care and bye bye.